Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Hellcase Cup 8. My name's Dinko. I'm joined by Hulk as you get into this. It's going to be a fun one. We've got Japaleno taking on NAVI Junior. We don't have the HUD today, I've actually just realized. So we are, in fact, looking at a yellow HUD. Now, will that favor NAVI Junior? Who knows, Alex?
Yeah, maybe it will, maybe it won't, maybe it means something, maybe it means nothing, Dinko. Who the hell knows? What we do know is that the pistol round has already been played. NAVI Junior picked that one up. We were having some technical difficulties, so we were getting that all figured out. But we get to look at the groups and how we got here, Dinko. And both these teams sadly lost their opening games yesterday, so they're fighting in the elimination matchup here.
Yeah, Spada taking on NAVI Junior yesterday only ended up in the one map because NAVI Junior had to forfeit one due to a scheduling conflict. So unfortunately, never really got to show us what they're made of. They looked good in one of the halves against the Spada yesterday, but then fell flat as they moved on to the T side. So they got to try and show us a little bit more there on the attacking side today, coming up against Japaleno. Now, Japaleno took on Hard Legion, taking a look at that matchup. Japaleno coming in as the underdogs against Hard Legion, but they forced it to a third map. They did well enough, so I think today we've got a close affair between Japaleno and NAVI Junior. I think this one's hard to call, but I think I'm going to give the edge to Japaleno.
Yeah, it's a very close one, I think. I think NAVI Junior could end up taking this, just based on what we saw on that Mirage game against the Spada. I liked what we were seeing from some of their individuals. I think you could go either way with it, though, honestly. It really does come down to who shows up on the day, and we'll wait and see who shows up on this day. Japaleno starting here on Vertigo, their map pick. They've gone for it again, Dinko. It worked for them against Hard Legion, and I have to say, they did look pretty good on that Vertigo yesterday, so it's definitely seeming like a map that they're leaning more into now.
Yeah, I think they looked all pretty good, yeah, but the other part was there was a huge weakness over on Hard Legion, so they kind of got to hope for that when they go up against their opponents, because a big part of their playstyle, from the T side at least, was getting tabs in towards middle, right? And he was really causing a lot of issues in towards that mid position, and they really capitalized on the mistakes and the weaknesses of their opponent in the form of Hard Legion there on that map yesterday. So clearly we have a team that are good at the map, but they also have to pry on some of the weaknesses when the teams they're going up against perhaps aren't as solid on it. I think we are going to be getting fixed, getting ready to go into the game very shortly, but I believe the tech issue will continue for a little bit longer, so we can go to a short break and see if we can get this fixed. So we'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Technical issue is fixed and we're ready to get into the action. It's going to be Japaleno taking on NAVI Junior. Second round here. We did play out the pistol already, unfortunately off camera, due to the tech issues. That was picked up by NAVI Junior. And now coming into this, they're going to have the AKs, the Galil, 2 Mac-10s in play as well, and dezon. He's going to be peeking down in towards the ramp, looking for the first shots. Topa.
There we go. Good start to the round for Japaleno here with their force bite. Dezon now backs off to the bomb site. There's still loads of angles you can play with that scout. You can play back from the sort of CT position, back from that heaven side, even on the site itself if you really wanted to. But NAVI Junior lining up a couple of nades into this A-bomb site. One smoke going down, but Dezon still has a clear line of sight here. They've got to be a little careful that they don't give this scout many more options.
Nice boost, elevated position. You can see over the top of the smokes as well, so maybe not expecting this NAVI Junior. They have to be methodical. They are going to be taking their time as they make their way up towards the ramp. Their T-side was certainly a weakness, and while dezon, he has been spotted. Doesn't get much done from his boost at all. Now the execute coming in from NAVI Junior. We didn't really see a whole lot of A executes yesterday, so it's nice to see one coming through here. Bit's going to tap. It's actually not going to be the full committal though. Trying to pull out a little bit more utility, bid out some shots, and now we can go for the actual plant. And what dezon looking for the lineup. Not extending just yet though, and unfortunately this is not looking great so far. Japaleno not getting those kills in. Yes, they hold the advantage, but NAVI Junior with the better weapons, they've got the post plant, certainly still favoured in this one. While Bit is going to walk forward with the Mac-10, finding one kill. It's actually kapacho that steals that away. Aunkere coming in as well. kapacho on the lineup for 2, and it's Gospadarov that gets the final frag of the round. 2-0 for NAVI Junior. Nice little execute, really aware of what was going on there.
Yeah, definitely. And like you were saying, we didn't see much of those A plays yesterday. So I really want to see how Japaleno are able to respond to those just A plays coming through, because it's pretty difficult to deny the bomb plant at times, especially in a round like that where you don't have nades. You're always going to have a tough time denying it. But in the future, I want to see if they can hold on to utility to be able to try and deny that bomb plant, because that's normally how teams try and counter that. They won't be countering much in this round, though. They've only got the pistols, so it should be a pretty easy affair for NAVI Junior here. Molotov about to come in. Plessen gets dealt with, and Japaleno slowly, one by one, falling here.
With the headshot on the P250. Bit coming in as well. Dezon and Relaxa now the last remaining players. It ain't looking good for them. It's just a matter of time before we see a third round added to the collection of NAVI Junior. Aunkere is going to catch up Relaxa, gets rid of him. Now it's going to be Dezon into a 1 versus 4. Now we did talk about yesterday how Aunkere sounds French. Dezon kind of sounds a little bit French as well here.
I can see it.
Dezon. He's dead now by Aunkere.
Yeah, more like Dezon.
Well, great joke, Alex. It's actually one of your better ones, so.
I know, that's the sad thing.
That is the sad part about that.
Well, buys coming through. Relaxa's got that AWP into his hands. He was playing pretty well with that yesterday. See if he can keep it up into today. AK's across the board for NAVI Junior, so they're not keeping any weaker weapons. They're going for the full-on AK buy into this round. I'll be interested to see if NAVI Junior continue to try and exploit that A site. It worked pretty well for them against that low buy previously, but right now they're just spreading out into a default. Topa looking for an angle over this smoke, and there are 3 CTs fighting for ramp right now. So he has to be a little bit careful, especially with an AWP on the other side. That shot nearly landed there. Relaxa trying to peek over the top, but now Topa will decide to play safe.
Well, Plessen. It's going to be holding on. It's going to be an AK, or an M4 headshot onto the head of Aunkere. FREDDyFROG able to find one as well. Bit gone. Good start here for Japaleno, having the 2-man advantage. kapacho tries to get over the wood. That's going to be FREDDyFROG that puts him in the grave. Now Topa and Gospadarov. Can they do anything here? It's going to be Topa with 1 kill. Takes down FREDDyFROG. Gospadarov, another player with high HP left on the roster. He's got a lot of work to do here. Generally was the star for them back in the day, you know, when this team was first real formed, but just really be doing a whole lot. He is going to go down. tabz able to find 1. Topa, the last remaining player on 2 HP now. This round's definitely done now at this point. Japaleno, good start. Plessen with a double kill. That's a good first gun round, Alex. That's a good first eye test to really see what we're going to be seeing from Japaleno here in the defense. And if that continues, it's going to be kind of scary for NAVI Junior. So See what they do in this round. They haven't really got a whole lot left over in this bank, so they may go for the force buy. That is going to be the call. Most of the team do have it. There is going to be a few weaknesses in terms of kapacho not having a rifle, a few weaker players in terms of utility, but for the most part, pretty solid buy. If they lose this one, well, they're going to be into the bin.
And it's not like it was a massive individual play for Japaleno there. It really was a team effort to win that first round. FREDDyFROG got a nice double kill, but other than that, it was just the rest of the team chiming in. And whoa, tabz over the top of the smoke, lines up that frag. Long distance spray with the AK, but he lands all the shots necessary to get that opening kill. That is a gun that kapacho can recover at the very least. They get 4 AKs back in hand, but Japaleno are going to continue to fight for the ramp here.
kapacho making his way up towards the top. The B stars looking to make their way through. It's FREDDyFROG who stands in the back lines. He has got Plessen to back him up. It's a really solid B defense in the previous round. We'll see if that continues. The boost has come in, but a little bit late because they don't know the bit's already here. He's pushed up towards the site. He could topple this tower of players on his left side if he finds them. dezon's looking this way though, and they've covered that off. Aware of the possibility, and bit falls.
Ooh, FREDDyFROG goes down on the B side. Oh, wow. kapacho with another entry. NAVI Junior just landing headshots. And kapacho sprays another man down. It's just a flurry of frags, and it's not stopping. NAVI Junior are an absolute train running over that B bomb site. And Japaleno have got nothing left to do. Relaxa is now alone.
Well, like a bulldozer, those headshots came in so quickly. Moving their way through the B bomb site, kapacho just cracking people open. Aunkere seals the deal, and while a round that was looking brilliant for Japaleno, they find those 2 early kills. They have the 2-man advantage. It was looking like more of the same coming in from the defense. It falls apart. NAVI Junior, they walk into B, they find the important kills, and that's what this team can do, right? They have these individuals that can pop off. It's all about finding consistency. We'll see if they can take the win in the next round here as well. There isn't going to be a whole lot to play with for the CT side. They probably will go for an investment of a couple of pistols here, knowing that the economy is somewhat low from the NAVI Junior side. It could be broken down very quickly, so we'll see what the investment's like here across the board. They're going to go for the M4s. I mean, they can definitely get a decent enough buy here. It's just not brilliant, but it's certainly viable, especially having that AWP saved over. It's kind of similar to what NAVI Junior had in the previous, a little better actually with this open play, but we'll see if they can take the win here.
Now, Relaxa didn't get involved in that last round, having to save at the end there. So he might be looking to make a play in this one, might be looking to get more involved. And indeed, the push coming through mid. Relaxa facilitating the aggression of tabz, who's pushing all the way through mid. NAVI Junior have already got this A ramp control though, but there's tabz. He finally strikes on his aggression. That was the push through mid, netting them an early kill. That could cause some issues here for NAVI Junior. tabz is in the back lines. They have to try and deal with him, and tabz almost gets a second kill on the round. He maybe should have got that, but he backs away, repositions, and tabz is ready for this fight. NAVI Junior can't deal with tabz right now, just dishing out damage in the back lines.
tabz is going to walk forward again. He was an absolute nuisance yesterday, but finally, he's put an end to it. It's Topa that gets rid of tabz. And now NAVI Junior start their walk up the ramp. It's Topa leading the charge. 2 players off towards the short side, so he should almost be confirmed death here, but he will find one. Should have been traded quicker, and there it is. FREDDyFROG able to find it. It's all at the ready, but it's a poor timing. Gospadarov peeks around the corner with a molly in FREDDyFROG's hand. Easy headshot, and now it's just Relaxa. The 1 versus 2. He'll find one at the bottom of the ramp, and that's the bomb. Relaxa now into a 1 versus 1. At the bottom of the ramp, the smoke will go down to shield off the vision. And Relaxa is going to play in front of it instead. He'll walk forward. Bit not ready. There's the headshot. Bit somehow recovers. And he will catch Relaxa. And that's going to be 5-1. NAVI Junior winning the aim battles across the board here. Yes, down to the 1 versus 1, but it's going to be the clutch for them. 5-1 here on the T side. And this was the start. That's 2 rounds in a row now where Japaleno have had the early 2-man advantage and they still lost the round, Alex. That's not good.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. tabz did a lot of work early in that round, but then Topa did some work for NAVI Junior to bring it back. Brought it back to the 3v3 in the first place. That was an important start to NAVI Junior getting back into contention in that round. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is Japaleno taking a timeout here, because like you said, they've lost a couple of rounds they maybe should have been winning. And unfortunately, now they have to go down to a low buy. So it's pretty costly for Japaleno here, losing some of these early rounds. Even though they're looking pretty good at the start of the rounds, even though there's definitely signs of success, signs of being able to pick up round wins, they have to actually convert them. Otherwise, they're going to be stuck in situations like this, where they're down on a low buy, only one primary weapon to speak of. That's a scout for tabz. The rest of the team all stuck on pistols. And as for NAVI Junior, considering this is their opponent's map pick, I think they'll be very happy with this start, getting a bunch of T-side rounds on the board early here on Vertigo.
Yeah, especially as we know how good Japaleno are on this map, or at least how good they looked yesterday. The issue for me, for NAVI Junior, is we haven't really seen too much from them, but from the one map we did see, they kind of got off to a good start, and then they kind of lost control in the later stages when the other team built up a little bit of momentum. Now, whether or not that's going to be a common factor for this team, whether or not they have the mental fortitude and the strength to keep this lead and the momentum going their way, is yet to be seen, but we'll see if NAVI Junior can make it happen. They have got all the pieces going their way right now. AWP, AK-47s, utility on every single player. Moving into this next round, it's not going to be too much resistance from Japaleno. They have invested a little bit in terms of utility, a couple of pistols, a scout here for tabz to try and soften them up and allow those pistols to become more lethal. But for the most part, it's the save for the next round here for the Japaleno side.
Now, there are always some sneaky things you can do on these sorts of rounds on Vertigo. One of them would be the mid push, which we've already seen Japaleno pull out, so I don't think NAVI Junior would be fooled by that. You'd expect them to have someone watching mid, with eyes on mid at the start of this one. The other options are maybe pushing into the B stairs. You can get aggressive there early, or you can just try and sit back and stack positions. There's quite a few options on Vertigo, I think. And we get to see our odds over on Unicorn. NAVI Junior, currently heavy favorites right now, probably because of this good start they've got on their opponent's map pick. But that's still a bit more one-sided than I was expecting, Dinko. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, this matchup is a lot closer, I think, than many would expect. I think when you take a look at the teams, NAVI Junior, because we didn't really see too much of them, it's hard to really say where they're at right now. But I think based on their individual skill, I'd say it's pretty close to Japaleno. So yeah, we've got a good game on our hands here, especially starting off with Vertigo, showing that NAVI can compete here. That's important. You know, I was kind of scared for them. Vertigo might have just slipped out of their hands, but they've come into this looking strong and looking prepared, and it's good to see. We are plagued with issues right now, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we hopefully will be getting back into the action very shortly.
I assume so. Normally once that reset happens, everything should be sorted, everything should be fixed. Also have our dynamic prize pool nearing that $27,000 mark. It's been slowly rising throughout these days. Slowly but steadily, Dinko. It's been good to see it continue to increase. Here come the buys for the teams, though, going for pretty much the same buys across the board, and the unpause will come through. So we're ready to get back underway.
Well, back into the action. And the worst part is we've just had a huge pause to come into this, and there isn't really. It's going to be anti-climatic most likely. Shot does land on towards Topa. It's tabz who goes for the shot. Lands for the box, but only does a little sprinkle of damage. Good stuff, actually, from the CT side. Fighting ramp early. They've kept NAVI Junior back. They're not going for that advanced peak. NAVI Junior just trying to waste the utility here of Japaleno. Just try and draw it out. Give themselves a bit of a better chance moving forward. And now the mid control comes in. This is something Hard Legion actually were pretty bad at yesterday. But something that we haven't really seen Japaleno have to work with. Is a team that are effective in taking mid control. Bit boosted up, his teammate coming over the top as well. Nice methodical take here from NAVI Junior, not really leaving any stone unturned, right? They're checking everything. They're clearing everything, using utility. Now they're going back and poking in towards ramp to see if there's anybody pushed aggressive. NAVI Junior realized the round here is super important. Topa's going to take another shot through that box.
Yeah, Topa's been struggling here at A ramp so far in this game. He's been struggling to hold that at times. He's been taking damage when he tries to go there. It might be worth putting an AWP there in the future if Gospadarov can just land some long-range shots. But right now, NAVI Junior have to focus on this round at hand. And with 30 seconds left, they're grouping up in and around this B bomb site. But Plessen is on the other side of this wall. We've seen some shenanigans here yesterday, Dinko. Hopefully we don't get the same again, because that boost is coming in. Oof.
Oh, nice shot. Plessen gets rid of kapacho. And yeah, that's a man advantage picked up now. 13 seconds is all they have to play with. Now they have to go towards B. There's no margin for error. There's only a few seconds left to start planning this bomb. And well, there we go. What have they done? They're just being so slow, Alex. And there's caution, right? But then there's this. This is just over the top. NAVI Junior run the clock down. And there's absolutely no time to get anything done. Japaleno walk away with the round win. And that's all NAVI Junior's doing. They don't give themselves enough time.
Oh, that's a devastating round loss as well, because their money wasn't built up. We were kind of hoping that in that round they could build up some cash, but it's the complete opposite. I think Gospadarov may have even died after time, because he only had 1.4k into this round. Yeah, everything going wrong there for NAVI Junior. I mean, it helped that Japaleno held onto a smoke for so long, so that with 30 seconds left, that smoke landed on the stairs. But it still was a little too slow from NAVI Junior. They had to realize the clock was far gone a bit earlier than that. And tabz getting aggressive through mid again. This man is so annoying to play against because he always seems to be on a flank.
Yeah, he's always calculated in his approach as well, but there we go. The boost working out. Topa's going to find FREDDyFROG early on. Plessen making sure there's no one close by. But tabz, this could be the big flank. No one's looking this way at the moment. Bit is the... Oh, Gospadarov actually in the corner. tabz needs to be careful here. He's going to find Gospadarov, and that's the bomb, Alex. tabz now drops the bomb and smokes them off, so they can't even get it back. And now if they start walking through one by one, it's going to be easy for tabz, but they don't. They jump through as a unit. They recover the bomb. They get rid of tabz, only taking one more casualty, but they're not all ready for Relaxa. He will take one, though, and only the one. And now it's all on the dezon. 1 versus 2. NAVI Junior somehow picking up the advantage here and being in the better position. dezon hasn't got a kit. He has no utility left, and he's got to retake this A bomb site. I'm NAVI Junior there. I kind of wanted to throw that AWP off the side there, but dezon's coming around the back. There's kapacho looking the wrong way. dezon finds the headshot. Now 1 versus 1. He walks forward, and there it is. dezon pulls off the clutch, and NAVI Junior, well, they did so well up until that point. Then they played the 1 versus 2 pretty badly.
Yeah, that's a real shame for them. dezon there getting that first kill onto kapacho, who just wasn't ready for the player to be flanking so fast. He was going back to the ramp, so he was about to watch that. Just didn't realize dezon could be there so quickly. And then dezon realizes the man who's planted is probably pushed out to the left. Good awareness of the situation. We get to see a replay of that entry from Topa. That was a nice start to the round over at B. Topa then followed it up with a second shot, but in the grand scheme of things, all these kills didn't matter much. It was dezon who closed it out, and there's kapacho. You see he turns just as dezon arrives at that position. If dezon is a second later there, he might have been spotted, but the timing was just right. Japaleno get themselves their 3rd round off the back of dezon.
Well, it's big individual plays in both teams now at this point. Well, strange Counter-Strike coming in, not the best, I have to say, because you have to remember, yeah, NAVI Junior had that round where they played it slow. Now they've lost a 2 versus 1 as well. But you have to remember there's 2 rounds that Japaleno lost where they went ahead and got 2-man advantage in those rounds and lost them back to back. So it hasn't been the greatest Counter-Strike from either of these teams at the moment. It's certainly been a scrappy start. But maybe this is where we get the more orthodox Counter-Strike coming in. It's going to be the double op setup. Not the biggest fan of it here on Vertigo, but some teams definitely can make it work. NAVI
Especially
Junior.
tabz, though.
Yeah.
tabz has been trying to get aggressive.
Yeah, that's true. He's obviously a very big factor of their performance as well, getting on those flanks. So, yeah, it's kind of a big investment and also change up their style of play. So, we'll see if it works out for them. quick though.
Fighting for ramp, yeah.
This is a good time to go for the quicker play. They don't know they've got a double op setup, but it's almost perfect to go for that quicker approach when you've got these two ops on the CT side.
Yeah, as long as you have those few pieces of utility you need onto the A site, you don't really have to worry about those AWPs too much. You only have to worry about maybe a boost or an elevated position. Relaxa taking damage from that nade. Plessen dropping a nade over the top, does some damage of his own. Pretty even trade on the health early into this round, but Relaxa wants to change that, taking this aggressive angle with the AWP, looking for one of the NAVI Junior players. Smoke has already come into the A site. That sounds like it was blocked by one of the players. I'm not sure if that's made a difference to where it lands or not, but NAVI Junior, despite deploying those smokes, are not pulling the trigger just yet.
Well, Relaxa. Up around the corner. AK-47 just to the side. Now Relaxa going for the shot. Going back for more. Misses twice. Two difficult shots, to be fair to him. Now Plessen tries to get aggressive, but it's got Gospadarov on the headshot. Now Relaxa walking forward, catching one. That's Topa that now hits the deck. As Relaxa goes back for more, but this time Utility bombards his position. He has to go back for more. He only manages to one two players down the other side of the barrel. And wants back and forth, but it's dezon again. A 1 versus 2.
Bomb's being planted, but dezon can't do anything about it. He's got to play for the post plant. kapacho's trapped on the bomb site, and dezon's going to get up close and personal. First fight is good. dezon almost swings round for the second, but kapacho just about holds it down for NAVI Junior. I thought dezon was going to do it again for Japaleno. He comes close on the clutch. He did a really good job at just getting onto the site for that first fight into ramp, because then he knew exactly where the second player was. But unfortunately, couldn't land the shots quickly enough. Nice try, but NAVI Junior get their 6th round win, and Japaleno's money is in trouble ahead of this next round.
Well, good kill. Gospadarov gets rid of FREDDyFROG. Man advantage picked up early on here. Spray coming in. It's going to be Topa finding a headshot. Plessen gone. Relaxa able to find one on the USP. 4 versus 3. Man advantage in play here for NAVI Junior. Let's have to add that bit in there, Alex. On the pistols and the MAC-10. Try and spring their way in towards this B-bomb site. Push from NAVI Junior will start to come on up. It's tabz sitting back with the Zeus. The utility up into the air. Flashbang up now. tabz finds on the back lines. He's going to put... Oh, the timing. Looks at the wrong way. And that's going to be kapacho taking the frag on towards tabz. Round not exactly going to be the best here for Japaleno. Never was going to be. And NAVI Junior is taking the time, taking the B-bomb site, and now looking to try and limit these casualties.
dezon, ate that nade fully. It took him down to about 10 health. And kapacho only needs 1 shot to close out that kill. Just the MAC-10 of Relaxa left. He'll sit here, maybe wait to see if he can get an exit kill. See if he can get some extra money with this MAC-10, but NAVI Junior have already evacuated the bomb site for the most part. Topa, the only man hanging round. And he might be in trouble here. He might go down. There we go. Running MAC-10 gets a bit of extra money on the board at the end there. NAVI Junior, though, surviving with 3 players. Always in control of that round. They take a 7-3 lead, and just a solid round overall. There's that kill in the back from kapacho. Getting a couple of kills on to B. All easy for NAVI Junior, but this round shouldn't be quite as easy. Japaleno have got the guns out.
Well, FREDDyFROG. He'll get 1, but he's traded back immediately by kapacho, so the 1-for-1 early on into round 11. It's immediate battles ensuing time and time again here. kapacho looking for this follow-up. Going to give NAVI Junior the advantage. Could come in towards A here as well. Got Gospadarov here. The smoke fading. There's the kill. Looking for a second, but can't control the spray. Topa. Oh, he will find it though. Now it's a 3 versus 2. 2 players running wildly into the B-bomb site. And Plessen goes for the spam, catches kapacho through the smoke. And now we're back into a 2 versus 2. It's even again. 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock. Topa going around the back of the stairs, making his way up. Aunkere, he's here. Oh, he's wanting victory on the side. I need to be careful. Plessen, has he heard? He knows he's there now for sure.
The molly was a bit quicker. They might have slowed that bomb plant, but Topa had already punched in the digits. And so it's a 2v2 host plant, a 2v2 retake for Japaleno, but they've got the flank from the B stairs, and Topa might not be ready for this. tabz round the corner, but finally Topa spots him into the 1v1. Up on top of the box, Topa takes the off angle, and Plessen's not ready for it. Nicely done by Topa, finding a little angle over the top of the box, and he lands the shots he needed. Quite a few clutches so far in this game. We've had some really close rounds. This time it's Topa who comes out on top for NAVI Junior. And now they're looking really solid on this T side. They should be putting up a good number of rounds here in this first half.
Japaleno. 2 players going down towards the ramp early. It's going to be a flashbang in. Topa going for the spam through the smokes. Looking to try and pick them up, but falling. Now Topa checking the right corner to spam him. NAVI Junior are very methodical on their T-side approach at the start of the rounds here, but the cool part was they had 2 players, well, 2 fights ensuing early on, which is kind of an issue for Japaleno, because generally when you look at a team, they'll get aggressive on one side of the map on the CT side, but on the other they'll play more passively. But Japaleno on that previous round went aggressive on both sides. They had players pushing down A ramp, they had players pushing down the B stairs, and that just allowed NAVI Junior to pick up crucial kills that weaken the defense completely. And as long as NAVI even keep it even, or they trade efficiently, then they're always going to be favored in that situation. But they even went one better and managed to pick up the advantages as well. So I want to make sure that I keep an eye on Japaleno moving into these next gun rounds to see if they continue that pattern of going aggressive on both sides. FREDDyFROG does find one deagle headshot, but NAVI Junior have cleaned this round up. It's just FREDDyFROG now making his way down the bottom of the ramp. Caught off, headshot collected, and a 9th round added to the collection of NAVI Junior.
We also haven't seen much impact from the AWPs on either side so far in this game, but it looks like the AWPs have just now been picked up for both teams ahead of this next round. There's those kills from Topa on the edge of the smoke, doing good work there to make sure the pistols can't do much. But as I was saying, Gospadarov currently sitting 7 for 7. He's been rifling in most of these rounds. He hasn't been AWPing too much. And then Relaxa on the CT side hasn't got much done with the AWP either. Just a couple of rounds really where I can remember him getting AWP frags. So let's see if these AWPs change anything in this round. Well, maybe not, because kapacho has opened things up. Looks for the follow-up frag, but FREDDyFROG's there to hold down this B site. Nade comes on in, but FREDDyFROG will reply with a smoke. So again, another early trade did go.
Well, 93 on the board. It's going to be Bit throwing the smoke up towards construction. Aunkere on the bottom of the stairs. His smoke at the ready. Just a minute on the clock now as well. 4 versus 4 again. Favor that T side a little bit more. FREDDyFROG doesn't have the most info, so he's just playing back in quad. But once this utility starts to come in, he can ready himself for this attack. Methodical Molotov usage, though. That's going to force him into the open. Flashbangs as well. FREDDyFROG under pressure as the push starts to come through. FREDDyFROG is going to be overrun. tabz is going to get dropped as well. And these are just continuing to come through. NAVI Junior just winning every in battle across the board. Dezon falling, and now it's all on Relaxa, and he's going to miss a shot, goes down. Gospadarov makes clean work of him, and it's going to be 10-3. NAVI Junior with double figures already here on Vertigo, Alex, and there's no signs of stopping. There's nothing in the bank here for Japaleno. They can afford a couple of pistols, but they're not going to get a buy.
Yeah, NAVI Junior have really started to go on a win streak now. I think that's 5 rounds in a row for them. They've completely taken over here on this T side, and again, the trades are just always seemingly slightly favoring this T side. Oh, and here's Gospadarov, landed an AWP shot in the last round, lands one at the start of this one. Deep smoke down into ramp for Japaleno. They will be able to get up close with these pistols. This is something Topa needs to be aware of. Again, generally Topa is alone in this position, so as long as the flashbang lands, he could be in trouble, and there it is. AK dropped. AK not recovered yet, though. It's gone too far, and Gospadarov's here to hold. Damage done both ways. dezon switches out to the CZ, but he's not going to get anything going with it. Looks like NAVI Junior have saved themselves in this round. It looked a little uncomfortable for a second there, but they'll be taking this round in the end.
Oh, kapacho cleans the round up in style. It's going to be 11-3 as we move into the last round of the half. NAVI Junior posting 11 on the T side. I'm starting to feel like this might already have been enough to close this map now at this point. Yes, Japaleno looked brilliant on the T side yesterday, a big part of that being tabz' mid presence. But I also feel like Hard Legion were a weaker team on Vertigo than NAVI Junior are showing right now. They've definitely put a lot of work into this. And, well, that's kind of scary for Japaleno. NAVI Junior walking forward now. Taking a look at the last round of the half here. It's Japaleno with a purchase. They've got to post another. It's going to be dezon with a first and a second kill as well. He has been the shining light for the team. And they have one. And, well, Relaxa spraying through the smoke gets rid of Topa. And it's going to be kapacho and Aunkere. Early on, finally Japaleno winning all of his aim duels and no trades this time coming in from NAVI Junior.
Well, complete turnaround here in the last round of the half. Finally, Japaleno winning out the opening battles, but it may have come too late in the overall context of this game. A fourth round would be nice, though, and they should be able to close that out, unless kapacho and Aunkere can make some magic happen. And to his credit, kapacho has been very good throughout this game. Generally, I think he's been better over on the B side of the map, but definitely find some success on A as well. Aunkere's got a kill for the team. So NAVI Junior still trying to fight their way out of this one. 47 seconds left, and Aunkere's got a second kill. This is starting to slip slightly, Dinko. I'm a little bit nervous now. Back to a 2v3.
Dezon. Catch out Aunkere. Now kapacho into a 1 versus 3. He'll walk up. 15 seconds left. Flank from the backside. It's tabz that gets rid of kapacho. And that will be a round picked out for Japaleno. A crucial one as well. 12-3. You rarely ever see comebacks from that scoreline. But here, 11-4. It's a lot more doable. Even though it's still very difficult and they've got a long road ahead of them. It is much better than 12-3. They have to win this pistol, though, coming into the second half. We know that Japaleno can certainly play the T side of Vertigo. But what an impressive half that was from NAVI Junior.
Gonna be honest, Dinko, a bee has just flown into my room. And I'm keeping an eye on it right now. I'm a little bit nervous here. I should be fine.
Okay. Bees don't generally sting you, though, so that's fine.
No, they don't. I think it's a bee at least. I can't really tell.
Touch it. See what's going on, Alex.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think it's figured out where the window is. I think we're good to go.
You're not allergic to bees, are you, Alex?
No.
Yeah, well, it's not a big issue, then.
Into the second half we go. Gospadarov has got the kit. Aunkere's got some nades. Japaleno have got a couple of sets of utility as well. See what they decide to do with their nades early into this second half. A very, very important round here for Japaleno. And these fights at A ramp are always difficult to deal with in the pistol round. Even if you have a P250, the USPs are just good at long range. And Topa's here to try and hold, but the jump round the corner makes life difficult for him. He has to fall back, and Japaleno can get themselves up towards this A site.
Well, Topa, I'm going to spam through. And the time can tick. Japaleno just sitting back. Utility going on towards the bomb site. Smoke up in front of the fence. It's going to be Plessen that goes down. Bit able to find the headshot. Now the push coming through. dezon putting himself back into a short. Playing the post plan here. FREDDyFROG with a nice headshot. Second kill coming in as well. And tabz delivers death to 2. dezon seals the deal. And it's a 5th round picked up for Japaleno. They win the pistol. And they desperately needed this good start coming into the second half.
There we go. Well worked onto the A-bomb site. As soon as they start to get up close and get onto the site itself, they just swarm their opposition. And the odds over on Unicorn are heavily in favor of NAVI Junior now, as it looks more and more likely that NAVI Junior might be able to steal away Vertigo. But that could be changing as long as Japaleno can start strong here on this T side. And this round should be theirs without question. They're against a total of 5 USPs and nothing else.
They're going up towards the top of the ramp. Plessen. Oh, the perfect position, but he nearly fluffs it. He does get 2. That's a very awkward scenario for Plessen. Luckily, he does get 2 kills there. I just see a world in which he doesn't get anything. And then I just kind of face spam. But a chance here for NAVI Junior to do a little bit of extra damage. They have taken down 1, and they'll have a UMP to play with. FREDDyFROG not fully committing around the corner. He's waiting on his teammate now to arrive to go for the damage. Of course, you want to pick up these kills with the Mac 10, though. You want that extra cash in the back pocket. tabz is going to chip away, doing damage. Every NAVI Junior player is just taking heaps of damage, but not dead yet. FREDDyFROG looking to try and clean them up, though. They are lined up. Flash is good. FREDDyFROG peeks into the open with a flashbang from his teammate, and they line up. A flash doesn't become effective, but FREDDyFROG certainly is. 3 kills picked up. A lot of money added to the back pocket. And now it's 11-6. We take a look at what NAVI Junior are going to have coming into this round. It's going to be a rifle purchase if they decide to go for it. They also could just half buy again, Alex, and save for the next round. They have so much money to play with, but definitely see why they would want to go for this. Rifles coming through. Decent amount of utility, not a whole lot, but it's a decent buy coming in from NAVI Junior, especially going up against a bit of a bonus.
Flashes into B stairs, allow Japaleno to take some early control. Bit's playing this close position. dezon is somewhat aware of this, but over on the other side of the map, Topa's been able to spam through that smoke over at A ramp. NAVI Junior getting an early man advantage here, and it's looking like the decision to buy could be beneficial for them. dezon's being boosted up, and there's a player close on the other side, but dezon hasn't been spotted. Oh, it's so close here. Bit is so close to seeing dezon over the top of this half wall, but as soon as dezon pokes his head up, that's when Bit will have the chance to react. dezon continues to just take his time. Molotov over the top. Bit is going to have to smoke that one out, and dezon quickly flicks up for the frag. Well played by Japaleno. As soon as they heard that player close by, dezon makes the most of it, and it's back to a 4v4.
Well, tabz starting to come up through... Oh, there we go. That's exactly what tabz is known for here on this map. He catches that Aunkere, comes through construction. Kapacho, though, on the double kill. Gospadarov going to sit back. tabz on his right side. Is he going to check the corner? Of course not. tabz is an absolute animal. He's a nuisance, though, isn't he, Alex? You know, when we'd seen him yesterday, he was single-handedly winning a lot of the rounds for Japaleno on this T side. And well, it's continued again so far in this first gun round, so I'm kind of excited to see if this continues.
Yeah, man, definitely. tabz was great yesterday, especially on Vertigo. I want to see that again, and we're starting to see shades of that again. And it all comes because Japaleno win the pistol round in the first place, because now they are in this game. It's not quite as one-sided as it was. They're still behind, but they've got themselves an opportunity for the comeback. Topa's going to be forced to save in this one. And that was a fairly heavy stack towards the B site from NAVI Junior there. They seemed like they were pretty well prepared for the B play that was coming in. And yet still Japaleno were able to run it down. They were able to get all the kills they needed onto B. kapacho got a couple of kills for NAVI Junior on the hold, but no one else could chime in. No one else could get a frag. And that means that Japaleno have got themselves a chance to keep this win streak rolling here. Only the one saved rifle for NAVI Junior in the hands of Topa. Everyone else is stuck down on a pistol buy for this round.
It's all about making sure you don't lose this kind of round. But they also need to be careful they don't do a NAVI Junior and be a little too passive and end up running out of time. Nice boost coming in. kapacho always going to fall though. And that's going to be the man advantage collected here for Japaleno. Aunkere down towards CT spawn. He's tucking himself in the corner, hoping he maybe catch off a walking tabz. But Topa... all this boost really could pay off, but the timing. He doesn't see him cross. He's got to walk up. Luckily, his teammates should be able to find this. Plessen needs to be aware of the possibility. No shadow. Giving away the position here. So, oh, the barrel, the foot. Oh, no. 2 kills, surely. But no. Topa finds a kill in. Plessen's going to fall. Topa now the last remaining player, though. Oh, that is horrible. And, well, 40 seconds left. Now Topa just trying to save an AK. That's all she wrote for this round. NAVI Junior just picked apart. That boost could have been something. But it doesn't work at all. Spadaro's barrel gives it away. Topa nearly gets timed on, but we'll find tabz. Now FREDDyFROG, dezon, and Relaxa, the last 3 remaining players. They seem to want to try and get rid of this. They'll be walking forward in towards the waiting arms of Topa, though, and he's going to be trying to do as much damage as he can here. It's another chance, but it's FREDDyFROG that wins the aim duel. And it's going to be an 8th round picked up for Japaleno. Nothing saved over for NAVI Junior, although they do have money in the back pocket, so they can purchase up. AWP in, M4s around it, utility, everything they could want, Alex. This is where the real Counter-Strike begins in the second half.
And this is the opportunity that NAVI Junior were waiting for. No kit in play for the CTs, though. But Japaleno didn't really show much of a willingness to go for those A executes yesterday. So I don't know if that lack of kit will be a massive problem. FREDDyFROG moving through this smoke, and that is ill-advised. Bit was there waiting for him. Kapacho was on another angle as well in case he was needed. But the fight goes against FREDDyFROG early into the round, and Japaleno can't really fight that hard for the B stairs right now. Relaxa's just waiting. I don't know if they realize there's a player below, and there's kapacho getting the kill. Bomb dropped, and dezon also goes down. These trades not good for Japaleno. They just weren't ready for that B aggression.
Well, bit with a headshot. Plessen hits the deck. That's going to be a 12 round on the board for NAVI Junior. That is definitely what they'd be hoping for. So move into this next one. They'll be looking for 13. They win this next round, Alex. We're starting to look at probably NAVI Junior taking Vertigo, I'll be honest. It's certainly looking that way at the moment. It was always going to take a huge comeback from the boys over at Japaleno. They got off to a decent start, but now they're on their last legs, economically speaking, for the next few rounds. So they lose this one. NAVI Junior will start to add more rounds to the collection. Then they'll only be a few away from victory here on Vertigo. And then that's when things just become so difficult for Japaleno. So they have to win this. Everything invested. AK-47s, Galil's, utility. It is certainly enough, but NAVI Junior's buy is looking far superior.
Here we go into round 21 then. Japaleno with a pretty important round at this point. Like you were saying, if NAVI Junior win this, they should have a really good chance to take victory here on Vertigo. And oh god, FREDDyFROG's down to 1 health. Lucky to be alive right now, but the ramp control goes the way of Japaleno, even if it's very costly for FREDDyFROG in particular. And Bit lines up the wall bang. Plessen was trying to see if he could land some shots. Bit comes right back at him, and NAVI Junior get themselves a man advantage without even seeing an opponent in this round.
Topa, it's going to get aggressive. Around the corner, tabz is waiting. There's no need to get any more aggression going, though, on the NAVI side. They can just afford to turtle up and sit back now at this point. They have got that advantage. There's no need to make a hero play or a solo play to try and find another opening. You've already got it. You can sit back, especially on this A-bomb site. You can just play that retake with the advantage. And that seems to be the call right now. Players still playing in front of the smokes, though, so they could definitely take down another here, and it's going to be Topa with the first, the second, and Bit backs him up. A perfect hold so far, and will Relaxa manage just 1 kill. He'll prevent the clean sheet, but the round's certainly already lost here. It's going to take a monumental performance out of Relaxa. I just don't see it happening here. It's going to go back up in towards short. Play around the corner, though. That is going to be Topa. The man here has been perfect in this round so far. Well, the span going through Relaxa's position now known as well. 13 seconds left. It's all about dying, or before time, or not dying at all. And that seems to be the call here for Relaxa, trying to flee the scene into a stronger position to save this AK into the next one. Well, it's going to be a 13th round added to the tally here for NAVI Junior. They're now 3 away from victory here on Vertigo. And this is definitely an impressive performance. Because they're a younger team, Alex, I wasn't expecting them to come into today with a Vertigo up their sleeve, but they are looking so solid on this map.
Yeah, they look not quite at home, but they look solid on this map for sure. It's looking good for NAVI Junior. Not too many mistakes. There's that one round on the T side, like you were talking about, where they went a bit too slow. But other than that, there's not been much that NAVI Junior have done that's been really bad. There's nothing that they've done really wrong. They've just been pretty good across the board here. And heading into round 22, they've got an opportunity to extend that advantage. So being boosted up early, but he's been spotted. He's been dealt with. Bit playing this close angle again. This time, Japaleno aren't ready to deal with it, though. The two rifles taking aggressive positions on the B site. And the AK hasn't been recovered by Japaleno yet. I'm wondering where that went. I don't know if it dropped up on that wall up there. Either way, Bit's going aggressive again. A little bit more damage being done. Nade dropped on in. And NAVI Junior continue to fight for the B stairs position. Kapacho gets a second kill. I still don't know where that AK went, though, that Japaleno had.
Yeah, I don't know either. It is Vertigo, so things do go missing.
That's true.
Kapacho. Oh. 18 HP. Smoke ready. Be tossed, but it's... Oh, what? That is so quick from tabz. Headshot on the P250. Kapacho able to find dezon. The push coming through. These pistols shouldn't really be doing too much, but they're getting a couple of kills now. tabz the 2 in the round, but that's not anymore. It's going to be Gospadarov that gets 2. And that's going to be another round picked up for NAVI Junior now. 14-8. Buy coming in. They lose this one. Job done. We're heading to a second map. Alex, Japaleno investing everything they can. Rifles coming into this. NAVI Junior... This round is it's incredibly important for them if they want to try and close it as convincingly as possible, because Japaleno, they lose this, money is into the bin. They'll be able to afford Galils, a couple of Deagles maybe in this next round if they lose, but it's not looking good for their chances, and they have to be flawless 8 rounds in a row here if they want to win in regulation.
It's a long road to victory for Japaleno. It's going to be a bumpy one as well, but... chance for them, and okay, Plessen sprays on the edge of the smoke, gets the opening kill against Gospadarov. Again, those AWPs really haven't been able to do a whole lot here on this one. Gospadarov got a couple of kills in the last round, but other than that, it's been the rifles finding success. Not in this round, though. FREDDyFROG shuts down Aunkere, and even though NAVI Junior have pushed into a ramp, they're 2 players down in this round, so they've got to do some real damage here to get back into this one.
Oh, Kapacho gonna hit a double lineup. tabz and FREDDyFROG both gone, and now we're right back into a 3 versus 3. Bit looking to try and do the damage as they move forward onto the bomb site. dezon with the headshot. Kapacho's gonna fall. Bit able to find him back, and now looking for more here as well on the M4A4. Plessen's gonna be around the corner, 70 HP. Bit looking for the headshot. It's not gonna happen. Plessen with the frag, and it's on to Topa now. A 1 versus 2 for him. He's gonna start walking to the right side, but the bomb is getting planted. He's gonna pull off the retake. There's not a whole lot coming into this round for Japaleno, but so far they've made it work. Now the time will tick. Topa only has the 1 flashbang. He hasn't got a Molotov nor a smoke to cover off the vision. That's just been re-smoked as well, so this is looking good for Japaleno. Relaxing out, recovering an AK as well, but he's going to fall. Topa on the gap, able to find one. Now the flash goes into the air. He's got to expect this final position, surely. Around that wood area, or around the area at least. And while the spam is there, what a headshot, what a clutch. And it's a 15th round for NAVI Junior. Topa plays that one to perfection.
Oh, so sneaky from Topa on that first kill there on the edge of the smoke. And then both headshots were delivered so quickly by Topa. That clutch was definitely made doable, though, by some earlier heroics from NAVI Junior. Kapacho had to get those 2 kills at mid to bring them back into the round in the first place. So there was a lot that had to go right for NAVI Junior there to overturn that 3v5, but they do it. Topa ends up winning the 1-on-2. Really well played by him on both those headshots. And honestly, that might be this game over. Japaleno 15-8 down. At least they got the bomb plant, so at least they still get AKs, but They're playing for overtime right now, and this is not looking good for the Swedish side.
Well, Aunkere. It's going to be holding on around the corner. It's going to be Gospadarov with the kill on towards Plessen. Relaxa going for the spam as well. And onto the left side. And now 1 minute and 5 seconds left. NAVI Junior hold the advantage yet again. Japaleno have to work. Their backs against the ropes. And they fight back. It's going to be another kill coming in from NAVI Junior. These are the knockout punches coming through right now. Japaleno, 3 players remaining. Gospadarov up here as well. Almost guaranteed a kill. In fact, he will find 2. That's round done. Job done. Map done here. Days on the last remaining player. 1 versus 5. It's just not going to happen for him, Alex. I think it's fair to say it is over.
Oh, he tried to make up the shot, but it didn't happen there. Gospadarov lands the final frag. 4K for him with the AWP. And a 16-8 victory for NAVI Junior on their opponent's map pick. So heading into Inferno, they will be liking their chances. And that will be coming up after the break.
Indeed. And we're going to go right to that break, and we'll be right back after this.